Hey guys, Nina here, welcoming you to another reading from the Ladies of Horror Picture Prompt Monthly Challenge, hosted by Elaine Pascal on her channel, The Godmother of Horror. If you'd like to read along or read previously published pieces, please visit spreadingthewritersword.com or ladiesofhorror.com. In the meanwhile, enjoy the reading.
The Names by Scarlett R. Algee. The night after my dad's funeral, I noticed the tree. The cancer took him hard, and I've got more than a little whiskey in me now. Had to get through that. And I find myself standing in the front yard beneath that scraggy old oak. My rope swing from second grade still hangs on one thick branch, the strand soft with rot and swaying in the slightest breeze. Dad had carved his initials into the trunk of the oak when he was 12, right at the midpoint. I barely have to search for them. There's a street light across the way that burns yellow, bright enough to light up half the neighborhood. JRC, right below a knot in the wood the size of my fist. I trace the letters with my fingers. They feel almost organic, like cracks in the bark rather than cuts made with an old army knife. Smooth. Old, I guess. But my fingers touch other lines and I look down. 7/19/25. That's yesterday, the day of his funeral. I pull my hand back and jam it into my pocket and frown. The date has that same almost greasy smoothness, like it's natural rather than man-made. But I wonder, what local sicko had decided it would be funny to add that to Dad's initials? But there are other initials, other names, and other numbers. I walk around the trunk and squint upward in the yellow light. Grandpa's initials are here too. Dad had said that, and after a moment I find them, coarse and square, PDC. And beside them, on the smallish side, 12/31/90. Heart attack, New Year's Eve. I'd been 5 years old. The lettering is identical to Dad's work, the same blocky bluntness. I can't reach it, but I think that if I touched it, the sensation would be the same, like touching glass worn silky with age. I start to step away, but my attention's caught. Eric Coates, a quarter of the way around the trunk. 4/14/02. Eric, my best friend for 12 years of school, until the motorcycle accident. I can still hear Mom's voice. I'm so sorry, Ricky. Whoever did this has had time on their hands to make an effort, to make their carvings look organic. I kick at the oak's trunk and stumble, catch myself on a branch and push upright again. Maybe it's just being drunk and sad and sleep deprived, but all I want right now is a chainsaw to cut this damn thing down. And suddenly, I remember being 19 and Dad pushing that old army knife into my hand. Steady hand, Rick, he'd said. That was 21 years ago. No wonder I'd forgotten. I walk a little further along the huge trunk until I spot a crack in the sidewalk and drop into a crouch. I'd picked a difficult spot, and some kind of vegetation has wedged itself up into a breach in the bark. I tear and pull and scrabble with my fingers until I clear a space the size of my palm, and there I am, RDC. I'd managed to do it in cursive. Give it a little flourish. I reach to run my fingers over it, and I feel other lines beneath the green overgrowth, smooth, swooping. Another little flourish. My heart squirms uneasily in my throat. I take one breath, two, too hard and reach for my car keys. A metal edge scrapes off the green. 7/21/25. My calves give out and I hit my knees. I look at my watch. My chest heaves. It's 11:59.